Major cargo handling incident unfolded at the Port of Long Beach earlier this week when the Portugal-flagged container ship Mississippi lost approximately 67 containers while docked at Pier G. The mishap triggered a large-scale emergency response, disrupted port operations, and raised safety and environmental concerns. The incident occurred shortly after 9 a.m. local time, when a stack of containers toppled from the vessel's deck. Several fell directly into the harbor, while others landed on the quay and nearby structures. At least one container struck a clean air emissions capture barge connected to the vessel, causing visible damage to the unit. California mandates the use of such barges as part of its aggressive air quality compliance program, making the accident particularly significant for environmental regulators. Fortunately, no crew members, dock workers, or emergency responders were injured during the collapse. However, port authorities quickly recognized the seriousness of the situation as multiple containers remained suspended in dangerous positions, some leaning over the ship's side and others hanging above the dock. This created an immediate hazard, prompting the suspension of cargo operations at Pier G. The U.S. Coast Guard established a 500-yard exclusion zone around the Mississippi shortly after the incident to safeguard nearby vessels and port workers. Tugboats and harbor patrol craft were deployed to secure the area, while salvage teams began preparations to recover the lost containers. The Long Beach Fire Department, Long Beach Police Department, and the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers joined the response effort, reflecting the scale of coordination required to contain the fallout from the accident. Port officials emphasized that operations at other Long Beach terminals were not affected and continue as normal. However, the temporary shutdown of Pier G has delayed vessel schedules and cargo movements, adding to pressures on the busy U.S. West Coast supply chain. The Port of Long Beach, the nation's second busiest container gateway, plays a critical role in trans-Pacific trade, making any disruption highly impactful. At this stage, investigators have not determined the precise cause of the container collapse. Weather conditions in Long Beach were reported as calm and clear at the time, ruling out external factors such as heavy winds or rough seas. Structural instability within the container stacks, misaligned lashing, or shifting cargo loads remain possible causes under review. The contents of the lost containers have also not been disclosed. While port authorities have not reported any hazardous materials among the fallen units, environmental monitoring teams are tracking the situation closely to assess potential risks of pollution. Divers and crane operators are working around the clock to locate submerged containers and stabilize those still at risk of falling. This incident underscores ongoing challenges in container handling safety, particularly as vessels grow larger and carry greater volumes of cargo. The maritime industry has faced similar accidents in recent years, prompting calls for stricter oversight of cargo securing practices and improved terminal safety standards. The Port of Long Beach and the U.S. Coast Guard confirmed that the investigation is ongoing and recovery operations will continue until all containers are accounted for and the berth is deemed safe for the resumption of full operations.